The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Tuesday, November 21st on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Bet365. Bet365 is all for new users, $1,000 risk-free bet. Sign up today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
What's up, everybody? This is Cameron Krog from Loyola Chicago Ramblers, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride. Shout out to the Broad Stop. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball lose your ass experience. Oh, wow. Hi. The name is I guess, you know. I guess I should introduce myself, but I guess before I do that, I should probably hit a little bit on this.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit. Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit. Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit. Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Yeah, I ate a big old bag of shit tonight. Yeah. Regarding yesterday's show,
what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I didn't come here to study. I come here to study.
Studying sucks.
Studying really sucks.
Coaching did a horrible job. The players did a horrible job. We got our ass kicked in that second half. It sucked. It stunk.
Okay.
If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Losing Ass Database Dant, aka Pick Dundee. That's a shitty pick. That's not a shitty pick. This is a shitty pick. I can't even talk.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
The fuck is that? The fuck is that? The fuck is that?
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm going crazy on this thing. I'm fucking like Jay Dilla over here, just pressing a bunch of shit. Rest in peace to the great. I am joined by my co-host. I think he had a much better night than me. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. Host of the Big 12 College Experience, host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Line Mac. How you doing, brother?
I don't know how much better because I continue to get my ass handed to me in the lunch hour. Chat, fade me in the lunch hour. I'll get it going in the night session, but I cannot buy a fucking lunchtime, early afternoon pick. I think it was 1-4 to start the day again. Just like I gotta go back. I think I'm like 3-13 in my last 16 lunchtime picks. So maybe I need to stop picking day basketball. This is god awful. Transparency though.
I mean, like I said, there's no Jay Dilla slander. This is if he's a legend, I'm the worst. I mean, today, more so than any day this season for me. I mean, I had 2 other losing days, I think, or one other losing day for sure. I think one day I was 500. If you add in the VIG, I was below 500. But today, woo! Let's get to it. And I mean, I do have Marquette -5.5. That was my largest wager of the day. But even if I hit that, I'm not breaking even today. Let's start recapping. Iona, High Point. High Point wins by 14. I was on the right side of this. I just didn't bet it. Did you bet this?
Yeah, I had this in my list. I thought Iona would come in here and freaking smack them. No, never a game. Fair Dicks coach Tobin Anderson got his ass handed to him. Horrible pick by me.
High Point's better, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The lunch special got off to a hot start here. Not.
Mac is gonna have like his fiance be like, "Want to meet me for lunch?" No, I can't do shit at lunch. You know what I mean?
No, shots of Fireball or something.
Yeah,
I can get the shit going. I can't.
He's like, man. He's like, I'll go to lunch. I'll get the wrong fucking order. My card will decline randomly or get stolen. Something. I can't be. I just got to sit in a room by myself during the lunch hour. I mean, that's the worst part about it is, like, I started out red hot on games I didn't bet. High Point hits. Oakland hits. Wins out right against Lea Pepe. Right? Okay. Central Michigan, which I knew we should have fucking bet.
I know. We talked
hits,
about it.
Right?
Yep.
And then, my first bet of the day. Hey, Southern Miss, how the fuck you doing? You losers, all right? You got all that Brett Favre blood money. Half of Mississippi doesn't have fucking electricity and clean water. And you donate all that shady ass money to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And you can't even win with the most corrupt fucking piece of shit school out there. You filthy pieces of shit. All right. You deserve losses. Your whole administration should be thrown in jail. Brett Favre should never be allowed to do a Wranglers commercial ever again in his fucking life. All right. And how do you lose to Fullerton? You suck.
They got drilled. Like they dressed it up at the end. They were down, I think, 19. This is, I mean, bad pick again. Be honest with everybody. Bad pick. You can't win.
Oh yeah. I mean, where the hell's that clip? Where the hell is that clip? I don't know. I got so many clips.
You can't win.
That's me today.
I love that.
You can't win.
I love that voice.
Oh man. All right. Next up. Hey, I didn't bet this, but Norfolk State beat Florida Gulf Coast. I would have bet on Florida Gulf Coast had I been forced to there. And then one shining moment, maybe two today. Illinois State, baby. We took them in the points. We took the money line. What's up, Noah?
How's it going, guys? You know, I'm not going to pop in too many on these. I personally, I was fetching lines, and I'm going to be doing that for you guys again tonight. So I'm not popping in the shows as much this week. But yeah, this was a money line play. I'm 3-2 right now, sweating out Marquette -5.5. So for the ATS sides, and then we had the money line with Illinois State that we all cashed together. So slight positive day for me. I ate shit yesterday though, so we're all in the same kind of.
It goes around like a sickness. You know what I mean?
Super spreader.
What a fucking dud from Michigan losing to Long Beach State. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, what? I mean, yeah, because Long Beach only put up 52 against Illinois State. Yeah, that's going to hurt.
Talking about shooting your load. They had nothing left for today. My God. They were flat as can be.
Yeah. Wilmington 83, Murray State 81 in overtime. Fantastic game. I took Wilmington. I didn't bet this, but I still would have lost because I laid 4 and they won by 2. So Wilmington, they're good though. It's a good win.
Really good win. Yeah, really good win. And I'm looking forward to seeing these two teams again back tomorrow. Wilmington will take on App State, and then Murray will take on App State the following day. So looking forward to seeing them back in action.
I got after that, I felt really good. I shit you not. I felt good about this play. I thought, you know what? Milwaukee's a lot better than Stetson. Ray Finkel's alma mater took a shit on my face. You know what I mean? Like this game, what? I mean, from the minute it tipped, I was just like, oh, okay. It's going to be one of these nights. Okay. Lost a bunch of money there. Drake got worked by Stephen F. Austin. I took Drake. I didn't bet it. I think you bet Drake, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I bet the shit out of Drake, and I mean, I'm so high on this Drake team, but they got beat by 25. I think this is sometimes what comes with these early season tournaments. Second game in as many days, or 3 games in 3 days. Yeah, no, that was awful. Is there a worse feeling than getting your ass beat on a game that's on Flow Sports too? It's just like, this is awful. Like, this quality sucks. This team sucks. I want my fucking money back because I'm getting my ass beat. Yeah, terrible.
Let me just sign out like 12 times, even though you're a paying fucking member.
Motherfuckers buffering every 10 seconds. Fix the shit. I'm going to get my ass beat. At least let me watch it in HD.
So look, this is the circle of trust, right? To quote Meet the Parents. I'm going to let you guys know about more of my pain that I did not give away on the show. I was down after that early performance, and I said, you know what? We put $100 on Utah Valley to cover against Cornell. The Ivy League is fucking good, dude. The Ivy League is fucking up people left and right. I lost more money as Cornell just destroyed Utah Valley.
Smacked their ass. Absolutely smacked their ass. Unbelievable. Thank God I didn't
fucking
bet that game.
Utah Valley. Stick to film festivals, you fucking losers. All right, you fucking sitting there with your Sundance Film Festival. All right, just work on the arts. You can't play fucking basketball, you fucking losers. Anyway, what's up?
How many dogs won outright in this afternoon session? I was just thinking about that. I felt like it was dog after dog after dogs. Stetson, Stephen F., Illinois State, Norfolk, Cal State Fullerton, High Point, Oakland. I mean, goddamn, it was dog.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's a strategy of handicapping these games. Game North one in the MTEs, I mean, lower scoring games usually cater to the dog. So as these things starting up and you get the first games at a neutral site, maybe more dog friendly.
I'm sick of all these fucking tournaments. It's down in Florida. Fucking hate all of it. Pompano Beach or some shit. I don't fucking know. Every tournament's in Florida. I forgot Stetson's going to have a little bit of the crowd. They didn't have to travel. Anyway. Kennesaw State beats Northeastern. How? You look like shit the night before. I didn't bet this game, but I'm shocked by the outcome.
Now they play ECU tomorrow. I mean, who knows who's gonna win that game? I have no fucking idea. I'm staying away from these 3 games in 3 days. I can't do it, man. You don't know who the fuck wants to be there. You don't know who's freaking getting bombed at the bar right now, taking Jaeger bomb shots. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Oh, I'm having a winning day tomorrow. There's no way. The laws of nature tell me.
Laws of nature.
You sound like you sound like you know a thing or two about going away on these MTEs. Mac, any stories?
Oh, dude, we'd be here till 3:00 in the morning. They're fun. We had some good ones. Cancun, Vegas. Where else we go? Maybe I don't remember because I had a good time.
Yeah. That's normal. I've done the Cancun thing too. All right. I woke up in a fucking wheelchair one time. Anyway, Tennessee, Syracuse. Hey, we were right on this one. Only problem is we didn't bet it. Barnes, November. They just he does it. What'd you make of this one?
They're good, and we're gonna talk about them more here in a little bit because they got a juggernaut of a matchup tomorrow against those Purdue Boilermakers. Syracuse, I mean, they hung in there, but Tennessee's size, athleticism just wore them the hell out.
I like this guy in the chat. Torreal Doe says, I would never listen to these alcoholics again. Well, good. Get the fuck out of here then, you fucking loser. All right, go back to your shift at Target, you piece of shit. All right, let's go.
Jerk off.
Yeah. We only have like 5 years of data, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know you put your fucking whole paycheck on Sacramento State tonight, so it's okay.
Oh God,
right?
that game.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's when I knew it was going bad when they blew that lead. I was like, oh, come on. They led the entire
Sac
game.
State game was brutal, man.
Yeah.
It was absolutely fucking brutal. The Hornets, I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what fucking happened. I had to do a show. So I go to do a show and then I'm like, wait, what? I'm like adjusting I was looking on my phone. I'm like, they must have fucked up on the app. So I'm like pulling up ESPN.com, looking at the score, right? Sac State loses to Cal State Bakersfield. That's probably Cal State Bakersfield's first road win since the Nixon administration. That was an ass whooping.
Yep.
San Jose State, we took Hampton plus 10.5. We didn't bet this, but San Jose State drilled them. Tim Miles continues to do it. And gets it done. So then we laid 1.5 points with the Citadel. Guess what?
Win by one.
They won by 1. Oh man!
Did you see this game, or were you doing shows during this? I caught the end of it. I came off 2 shows, and I caught the last 5 minutes. 2 fouls in the last 5 seconds, back and forth. Both Hail Mary plays. So both these teams refusing to win, both fouled each other. Citadel grinds it out by 1. Crazy game.
The fuck is that? The fuck is that?
They deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Oh man. This next one, I think, might have been the worst of the whole day. I got Louisville plus 7. I sprinkled Louisville money line. Louisville looked good for, I don't know. They recovered at least, had the lead. Money line looked all right at like the 10-minute mark, maybe the 12-minute mark. They lose by 8. What'd you make of this one?
They had the fucking lead at the under 4 timeout. If you have the lead at the under 4 timeout, I think it's a 99% chance that you're probably going to cover the 7 or 8 number, whatever everybody got it at. Brutal to say the least. Kenny Payne, you're fucking awful. That was. I was tricked that he played zone. How do you not have a basic zone offense? Go 1-3-1 look, pass the ball, get in the high post, and spread it to the shooters. It's not. These guys have been playing basketball for 18 years. How do you not have a zone offense ready to go? He's like, I was tricked by Mike Woodson. He tricked me. I go, you probably should keep that to yourself.
So it was an NBA thing. It was an NBA thing, man. I remember him with the Knicks and the Hawks. It was an NBA thing. I remember I was on the Sixers back in the day. Shout out to Mondale Beach, by the way. Mondale Beach, great fucking guy. Yeah. Wright State, we were on Wright State. Shout out to Chad G too. Wright State wins by 6. I didn't bet this. Did you?
I did not bet this. I was pissed off by this point.
Well, I didn't bet this next one, but I could feel your pain. And shout out to Chad G for throwing $5 in the pot.
Drunk losers, I like it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'm definitely. Hey, I got a Sapporo. There we go. Let's go. Purdue. I didn't bet this, thankfully, but I thought we were on the right side. I picked Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Purdue wins by 10. Is this a lock battle between you and Noah?
No, I don't think Noah ended up locking it. He wanted to. He loves his Boilermakers.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I didn't bet it. It was a lock battle between NC Nick and Mac.
NC Nick got me.
Let's break down this game for a second because I was first half kind of went the way I thought it was going to go.
Yep.
Matt Painter making halftime adjustments.
Gonzaga out rebounded Purdue in the first half.
Yeah.
I thought
that was a bit surprising.
I thought it was more about Gonzaga just missing wide open shot after wide. I mean, they were getting 2, 3, even 4 shots of possession. They just couldn't make it, and then they couldn't get to the foul line. And then, I mean, Edey gets every fucking call. But, I mean, he's earned it with the way that he's produced. So he gets the benefit of the doubt. if anybody has UCLA and they don't end up covering this game, it honestly feels similar to how you felt if you had Gonzaga, because they controlled the tempo. They just couldn't throw it in the ocean in the second half, kind of like what's happening to UCLA right now in this game.
We did hit on Tarleton State. Yes.
That was a good one. Billy Gillespie off the wall.
You throw enough shit on the wall, some of it's going to stick.
Yeah.
And I regret not betting on Marshall. Marshall also drilled the airport. We should have took that. We should have taken it. The airport sucks.
Colby, I wanted to add this in the halftime adjustments from Matt Painter. You mentioned it, but they were playing really good in transition. I don't know if you mentioned that. Lance Jones, the addition from Southern Illinois, was outstanding in the second half. And that's actually what kind of, they were forcing some bad shots from Gonzaga. I know Graham Ike took a couple of threes, and it just created a couple of odd man rushes right down the court. And Lance Jones was at the forefront of all of it.
I'll say this too, though, and Trevor hits on this: 0 for 13 from 3. Some of those were clean looks. Some of those were clean looks. Yeah.
Off offensive rebounds. Like they were dominating the glass. They just couldn't throw it in the ocean. It'll happen. I like them a lot tomorrow. I think it bounced back. I was impressed by the Zags. I think that they're a lot better than we thought in the preseason. That was my takeaway.
Yeah. And then we won on Florida State.
Seminole rap. We are the Seminoles of Florida State. We know we're good, some say we're great. Our goal is simple, best in the land. Rocking to the beat of the Modest Cheese Band. On Saturday night, we'll start our stuff.
This one I felt good about. I'm glad I hit. Still had a horrible night, but at least I got some right, so I can say, you know what? I know what I'm doing. 8-point win there.
How did they get drilled by Florida like that?
That was weird.
Yeah.
It was a rivalry
Florida's
game thing.
Pretty damn good. Yeah. I don't know.
Kent State beat Fordham by 7. I didn't bet this. I don't even remember who the fuck I picked. I think I took Fordham in the points, which would have been a loser. What'd you take here?
I bet Kent. They're good. I like the culture there. Bounce back. They look good. Grinded it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Wisconsin, Virginia. This one was a great call by Dundee. Virginia -3.5. I'll fucking drink.
I will say I bet Wisconsin, and I did it in the Discord. I remembered because we were with Wisconsin in a preseason tournament, kind of like Dayton. Their fans fucking travel to those southern parts. They're like, let get me out of Wisconsin, get me somewhere warm. And I don't know. I felt like Virginia was due for an egg. They had been shooting the shit out of the ball, and Virginia's back to Virginia. 40 points. Wow.
40,
wow.
41.
Oh, yeah. They made their free throw. And great. Now the Mountaineers get to play Virginia off a fucking loss. Great.
That was bad. Yeah. I mean, but, in a night where you're having what's going on here? We got Dick in the Mouth talk going on in the chat. Folks, youtube.com/the college experience. You never know what you're going to get. Who's he talking to?
I don't know.
About a dick in your mouth?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nobody's putting anybody's dick here in their mouth around me. Get it away. That shit out of here.
So terrible day. But one thing you can count on in life, in my opinion, is there's always a team that'll break through, that will rise to the top, dare I say. And in this instant, it happened to be a team that we should have laid probably a couple grand on.
In the spirit of ECU, we believe every moment there was nothing that we couldn't do.
Woo!
I thought you were talking about UConn.
No, but they have an East Carolina Pirate that leading them too. ECU. Look, I didn't bet them tonight. Didn't bet them, but I got to be honest. I think we can go deep in March. After watching that game, I think we can go deep in March because there's a few things that I just know about good old East Carolina.
Well, I don't get.
Because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it.
Boom. George Mason hit for us too. Oh, hey, what's up?
By the way, Brennan Johnson played that game for East Carolina, double. So see what happens when you have good players play.
See, I like that, Noah.
You got Kennesaw tomorrow, baby.
That's what I'm saying. They're fucking done. Lock it up right now. Lock it up right now. Folks, look, before we get to the rest of these games, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Bet365. Yes, Bet365 is the world's favorite sportsbook, trusted by over 88 million players worldwide. They got props, they got sides, they got totals, they got live betting. Yes, Bet365 has you covered. Sign up today and choose from 2 bonus offers, either a $1,000 no sweat bet or bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets. Just head to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. Problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right. It was dark. It was dark all day here. And by the way, George Mason did win. Big win by the Patriots. I think it was a buzzer beater. I didn't watch the game, but Stony Brook took care of the moving company. I believe this hit. Yes, it did. We should have bet this. No, I didn't feel great about this play. But what'd you make of Mason against South Dakota State or Stony Brook against Rider?
I won on this. I had South Dakota State plus 2.5. Great game, back and forth. I was able to watch this as Jacksonville Classic, whatever. Jackrabbits, man, they had a 2-point lead, but Mason was able to grind it out. Tony Skinn, good out of timeout, inbounds play at the end of the game. So good win for the Patriots. 2 good teams. I like both these teams.
Yeah. Then Bryant and Howard. Hey, how about Phil Martelli Jr., Noah? Michigan's next head coach?
Let's go.
Nice win.
Jawan's doing just fine. However, if he does leave, it's Dutcher from San Diego State.
Bethune-Cookman. Hey, Moneyline Mac hit this one.
Let's go, baby.
Reggie Theus, the former UNLV running rebel, getting it done. I mean, dude, they're not bad. Considering how shitty their athletic department's been recently, like I feel like they're not bad this year. Speaking of, nice wins, nice plays, I did take North Carolina Central against Campbell, and boom, Lavelle Moten did it for me again as they won in overtime against the Camels. Dude, Central's good. Central's a solid program.
The MEAC and SWAC schools have had a good little November. Now we'll see what happens in December, because December I feel like is when that travel really starts to wear them down at the tail end of the Harlem Globetrotter tour that they go on.
Yeah. We did take Southern Indiana against Bucknell.
They had a 15-point lead and they just completely choked that second half away. Bucknell quietly played better basketball.
Yeah. Sam Houston beat Troy in overtime. That was a good game. We were kind of on that. Delaware State got drilled by NJIT. We just kept losing, man. This was a horrible fucking day.
Yeah. Delaware State's been good to us. Not tonight. They were god awful tonight.
Probably my best play of the night. The only problem is I took it on the money line with the points, but it kind of negates the bet. I took St. Joe's in the points. I also took it on the money line. They lost in overtime against Kentucky. But I told you, man, I'm not.
Yeah.
Everyone's ready to crown Kentucky just because they played one game. So, anyway.
I'm pissed I didn't join you on this one. Mine was more, I don't trust St. Joe's, but that was a great spot. Good call by you guys.
Tyler in the chat, it's hilarious. Colby resorted to playing a drinking game with himself when he mentions a loser. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Let me tell you got to work these things out. It's therapy. It's all therapy.
Sometimes, long season, guys.
Look, you don't even, guys, this is just us doing the show right now. You should have seen me watching the games. I was drinking by myself, yelling at the wall. You know what I mean? Wife sitting there wondering what the fuck's going on. Thought it was the holidays. You know what I mean? They say you drink heavier in the holidays too, by the way. So, stats back me up on that. But yeah, St. Joe's, not bad. Not bad. But we believe in analytics. So UMass Lowell beat St. Peter's. We thought this game smelled. Lowell is Lowell. So
they're good, man.
Yeah,
I'm not fading them. That was a spot to fade them, and they still came through. Lowell's good.
And then finally, we hit on UConn against Texas. Woo! We won a few.
I will say I was impressed with Texas's fight because the big kid was out, Chedrick. UConn's good though. I mean, UConn's UConn, and they're at the Garden. I mean, that's almost an auto play. When they're at the Garden, it's hard not to back them every single time.
Then SEMO took down Central Arkansas. Of course, they didn't cover. I didn't bet this, but I still lost this game. Shout out to Andrew. Yeah, clearly they're new listeners. So, shout out to Andrew. I appreciate you, Andrew.
Good guy.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of shit on you and Noah on this one because I said that we should have bet Hofstra. And you guys talked me off this wall. Buffalo is on auto fade, dude. I've watched this team multiple times now. They suck. How did I not bet this game? What do you make of this one?
I thought the line stunk. This is a trying to get too cute play by me. That's awful.
We're making it system play. It's a system play moving out. Noah, what'd you think of this one?
Bad team, man.
I mean, there were so many games on tonight. This is not one that I was planning on watching. But I was finding lines for you the entire night. Hey, can you find this line, this line, this line? Like, I wasn't jumping in giving takes at all on the last night's show. What I will say is Hofstra has a tough game here next up against Wright State, because Wright State, the reason why I didn't bet them to win the tournament, I think they can. Trey Calvin's back. So he was noted out for the Indiana game with a shoulder injury. But all of a sudden he appears for this game and he drops 24. So are you able to shoot or are you not?
Yeah. I mean,
no, Bieniek calling out load management. I like it.
Yeah. I should have bet that game. He's talking about I was doing lines. Come on. You still have your fucking plays when you come into the night, buddy. You need to do some fucking cocaine lines then so you can balance both. You fuck. All right. Anyway, I love you, buddy. But and yeah, whole chat too. All right.
This show's hostile tonight.
Even the guy calling me a fucking idiot. Bring it on. All right, cool. I love you. All right.
Talking about sharing his dick with somebody. That was strange, but all right.
That was a little weird, actually. That one, I don't know. Actually,
keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
Keep that dust up over there.
Utah State, they're coach proof, dude. They're coach proof.
Good. Yeah.
Nice win against Akron, 65-62, as they get it done. And then I didn't bet that game, but I did bet this one. Oklahoma State, the Cowboys get it done. Minus the points against the Privateers, whatever the fuck they call themselves. Nice win for the Cowboys. This was long overdue. They cost me against Notre Dame, but they bounced back. What'd you make of this one?
Had to have it. Me and Troy talked about this on the Big 12 show today. That was our lock of the night that we gave out together. They had to blow somebody out. New Orleans, wrong place, wrong time, got housed.
I love him saying alcoholics. Is that
offensive?
Yeah. What's going on in 2023? That's a compliment. My favorite. Look, one of my favorite rap groups was the Alcoholics. All right. Love the Alcoholics. If I can be compared to them, it's fantastic. All right. Yeah. UTSA beat Houston Christian by 2. That game was probably the worst game of the night. What'd you make of this one?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not watch 1 minute of it. Two not very good teams.
Stonehill did not cover against Commerce. Damn it, we should have took it, dude. We should have took it.
That line reeked, though. I couldn't do it. It was close. 97-86. Ugh.
We lost more money on the Ducks because they only won by 13 against Florida A&M. They called off the Dogs, man.
Yeah, and it was at FAMU. I kind of regretted that one after the show.
Yeah. Colorado beats Richmond by 5. This is another one. I didn't bet this. I thought about it. This is the one game Colorado looked like human. Okay.
Maybe Colorado was looking ahead a little bit to Florida State tomorrow, but hey, you know what? In the past, Colorado may lose that game. So survive and advance. Richmond a little bit better than I think people give them credit for too.
Yeah. Tulsa covered against South Carolina State. I was actually on the right side of this one. I just didn't bet it. What'd you make of this one?
I think South Carolina State was down 12 late and then 10-0 run to end it. I was like, oh, well, there goes that.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I'm going to get to your game.
We have to.
I mean, dude, I placed a wager on West Virginia. I'm doing a show, so I couldn't pay super close attention to it, but I know I'm monitoring the score. And West Virginia's up. I feel like what happened? What happened here?
Kind of what we talked about last night. My biggest fear is SMU's really athletic. And with only 7 guys, I was like, man, as long as we can just keep it in the half court, grind it out with the 2-3 zone. That's what happened the first half. They couldn't score, so we just had a 2-3 zone the whole time. They started making some shots. They got their press set up, and the wheels fell off. Ran out of legs. Didn't have any timeouts left.
Yeah.
I mean, gotta get some guys back. I mean, we got Virginia next. I guess Virginia's probably a better style of play, but Virginia's also a better quality opponent. So, the chat's blaming you for the soundboard last night. That's why we lost.
It was that game too, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. So we said West Virginia's going to win the tournament, and went. So,
oh fuck!
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
We got to find a way to survive until we get some guys back.
What's up, Noah?
I was saying it. I was saying it was a sign last night, and I'm pulling it up as we're speaking. Just got to go back and relive that for a quick second. Here, let me get the banner off.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
West Virginia's favorite. Give me the Mountaineers. Let's fucking go.
Morgantown, you.
I don't know what I just did.
That's a fucking sign. That is a fucking sign.
I don't know what I just did. All right.
I love that.
That's a sign. Sorry, Matt.
I love the random USFL. How did Tecmo Bowl get in here? I love the random USFL and Tecmo Bowl songs coming in there in the middle of it. Woo, that's funny. Yeah, you're right though. We should have changed our pick right then. Missouri State beat the piss out of Abilene Christian. I think you rode Missouri State. I didn't bet this, but I still would have picked it incorrectly. What'd you make of this one?
I actually went with Abilene. I've been impressed, but Missouri State's quietly ran the table since the opening night loss against West Virginia. I think 4-1 now.
Yeah, and playing pretty good. They're a veteran team. That was part of my handicap of them beating West Virginia. Charlotte, the Clits pushed UCF to overtime. UCF wins by 3 in overtime, but I'm once again left impressed by the Clits as they cover against UCF. What'd you make of this one?
Charlotte's good, man, and they probably should have won the game. UCF was able to grind it out. UCF, quietly 4-1. Their only loss at Miami, the game that got away from them late. So interested to see how they do once they get to Big 12 play.
Yeah. One of the surprising outcomes I took this team, but I didn't take them to win on the money line. Green Bay beats Montana State 54-53 in overtime. Nice win for the Phoenix. I know I was kind of bullish on them in the preseason. Glad to see this is a good one. So anyway, what'd you make of this one?
Green Bay, how about that win? You see how it ended? Montana State missed a wide open layup to end it. So brutal loss for them.
I did not see that.
No, brutal.
Chaminade got rolled by Kansas. Didn't have a line on that one.
They covered. They released it like a couple hours before. 42.5-point dogs, never in doubt.
Damn it, man. I would have bet that.
Yeah, Kansas always takes it easy on those teams.
No, where's Noah? Hey, buddy.
there he is.
You know, Santa Clara held Mississippi Valley State to 39 points tonight.
Why am I getting dragged in for this?
No. Look, I had a horrible night. I've had horrible picks. I've had horrible picks, but I've never locked up Mississippi Valley State. All right. They scored 39 points tonight against Santa Clara. Your comment, sir?
I'm gonna deflect. I saw a lot of
when you took them though.
No, they were like 6 points off against Oklahoma.
But they covered the next
lost,
2 nights.
Yeah, they lost by like 44 against Oklahoma.
I love it.
No, I'm gonna deflect here because the game before you were talking about Kansas beating Chaminade. I saw so many posts about Hunter Dickinson. Nobody fucking cares. He beat a non-D1 school. Like, I'm not impressed by this line against Chaminade. Get out of here with all that shit.
Yeah.
He's annoying. He's really annoying. I can't stand him. I hate that he's at Kansas too. It's like double fuck you.
Yeah, you're like, I would understand it if you're at Santa Clara and you transfer to Kansas, but you're at fucking Michigan. Yeah. Guess what? Ramil Robinson, national championship. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, the fucking Fab Five. They played in national championships recently. For you to transfer to Kansas, sorry.
Yeah.
I know everyone wants and the portal's open, but as far as I'm concerned, fucking sellout. You are at a power. You know what I mean? Yes, is Kansas more of a power than Michigan? Sure. But you are at a team that's played in the national championship in the past 10 years. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. Like that I lose respect for him. Navy did not cover against San Diego. We were off on this one too. We didn't bet this, but
Navy
we were
had
off.
a bad trip over there.
No,
San
man,
Diego.
dude, they're not that good this year, man. Last year they were all right, but they're not that good this year.
Yeah,
you did hit on this one. Bradley beat Tulane, covered the 1.5.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
I ate more shit because Pacific didn't cover the 4. In fact, North Dakota won outright.
What the
fuck is going on here? This North Dakota team has fucked me a couple times this year. Marquette's only up 1 with 3.5 minutes. That's my last bet. This is if hopefully I can hit that because that was my biggest bet of the day, but I'm still out. Cal, Stanford just tipped as well. Cal's up 5. Your thoughts on the whole day in general? We got to do game balls.
Yeah, we can go right into game balls. It's hard to pick these freaking shit show tournaments, especially the ones that are in the fucking ballrooms and stuff. So, I mean, interested to see they're releasing the lines as we speak. But hey, tomorrow's a new day. Let's go, baby. First game ball for me. I will go to. Let's go to North Dakota. They got a big win there against Pacific.
Why
it's
you bastard?
It's recency bias. Last game we talked about. Give me North Dakota. They probably won't get another game ball the whole year.
You say that, but wait until I fade them next time and they beat fucking Michigan or something. Wisconsin is my game ball. You needed this win desperately, and you didn't just win. You whooped Virginia's ass by 24 points. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but they're my first game ball. Who's your second?
That was wild. Second game ball. Let's go to the neighbor. Let's go to Green Bay to Phoenix. Getting a road win in Montana State. Didn't see that coming. I know Montana State's down, but Green Bay, the Phoenix rises and gets a game ball from me.
I like that. I like that play. You're gonna hate this play though. SMU. Look, I've thought SMU's fucking pretenders, but they got that George Bush blood money. Did you guys see that shit?
He was on the floor the other night at the Texas A&M game.
dude. If you follow college sports closely like we do, Stanford was about to be left out. And there's this talk of this like separation between the Power 5 and the Group of 5. Stanford and Cal were without, they were in the Pac-4 at the time. And SMU was like, we got to get out of the AAC. They had George Bush, who's not even an SMU alum. George Bush got on the phone and called the ACC. And meanwhile, Stanford had Condoleezza Rice. What the fuck is going on here? Like, unbelievable. George Bush gets SMU into the ACC. They got They got long arms there. They can find people. They got that oil money. They got that blood money. So game ball to SMU because I've always thought you're a pretender, especially on the basketball front, and you got to win against a Power 5 and look pretty good, I guess. I missed the second half of this. So who's your third game ball?
Let's go to Stephen F. Austin beating Drake by 20 plus. I did not see that coming. 4-1 quietly after that. Honestly, they probably could be 5-0. They should have beat Middle Tennessee. So Stephen F. is my game ball.
My final game ball is going to be Purdue. The main reason here, I mean, whether it's the St. Peter's game a couple years ago with Shaheen Holloway, whether it was the North Texas game with Grant McCaslin, I feel like 3-4 years ago, Purdue always, I thought, just got completely outcoached. I thought Matt Painter made terrible halftime adjustments. If any, you know what I mean? And I felt like that was a huge flaw of his. They made, I thought, adjustments, and I thought it was visible. Purdue gets a game ball. You're on the right track. Noah Bieniek's got them winning the Natty. So, you know, maybe he's ahead of the market. Nice win there. Came from behind. That's my final game ball. Folks, let's get to picking games. But before we do that, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Look, Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, they got NBA, they got NHL, they got college basketball, they got college football. Simply pick high or low on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in, folks. Let's take a look at this right now. Let's take a look. Let's jump on over. So what's
Colby,
up?
We've got 3 games on the board here. A couple of weird ones from Underdog on the overnight. LaSalle at Duke, UMBC at Maryland, and Pine Bluff at Minnesota. I've been looking at the board for a little bit today, and I've stumbled across a weird stat. Maryland has played 4 games so far, and Dante Scott has at least 1 steal in 3 of them. And he's a large human being going up against UMBC, and Maryland's going to have a good size advantage in the front court against the Retrievers tomorrow. I like him to get higher than a half steal tomorrow.
Ooh, I like it.
Quirky pick off the radar, but higher than a half steal for Dante Scott. Yesterday we had the higher than 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Jesse Edwards. I mean, West Virginia kind of fell apart in the second half, but I mean, that was not a sweat. He finished with 28 in that game. So cashed on that yesterday.
How do you feel about Dawson Garcia for Minnesota scoring over 16.5 points, higher or lower against Pine Bluff? Mac, you got anything there?
I'm thinking about Dawson Garcia because Minnesota coming off the Missouri game. I think it's a bounce back. So let's go higher, 16.5.
They played USC Upstate last, by the way.
Oh yeah. I still like they need to make up for Ben Johnson.
Well, and see, part of the thing is you pick a minimum of 2 players from 2 different teams. So it has to be 2 different teams because there's another Maryland one that I like, Jameer Young, DeMatha graduate, just like my pops. And look, I like the 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's a complete player. I think he gets it done against the Retrievers of UMBC. See, and you could take all of that, all 3 of those, and obviously the more you add, the more players you add, the better value, it is to essentially hit your bet. But folks, you got to check it out. I highly recommend it and watch along, make picks, maybe make a little extra cash on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. Sign up with the promo code TCE-SGPN. It's a brand new sign up code. Hop on over there, TCE SGPN. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100, folks. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code TCE SGPN. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, MLB, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month. Start researching. Start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, here we go. It's a brand new day.
Marquette wins by 2.
Perfect. More money pissed away. It's a new day tomorrow, though. And you know what they say about a new day? Say, I don't know, some shit about
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
Good round, you're celebrating with your appetite. Bad round, you're using your appetite to forget about the round. I'll tell you something about appetite. It's a real fucking great thing to have. There's no place that better services my appetite than Pizza Hut. Even
classic Bobby Knight. May you rest easy. All right, let's get into it because the slate tomorrow still fire. I mean, as far as good games, look, I know I lost a lot of money, but there was a shit ton of good games today. 8 a.m. Iona, Long Beach State.
Both got
Long
drilled
Beach
today.
is laying 5. I'm on Iona plus the 5. What are you doing here?
I'm on Iona too, but I will not lock this game up because I'll get my ass kicked in the early slate.
Don't do any morning games. No more morning.
I'm gonna have one. I will definitely do one. I don't know which one yet, but this is not it. I can tell you that. Both got drilled today.
Hey, and Kenneth has a good point. Right now, you can't sue me if I have no money, right? There we go. I just lost my ass today. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Men at Work? Whatever the fuck your band name was. What are you gonna do when you knock on this door? Are you just gonna throw me in jail? Okay. All right. Kelly LePepe and Loyola Marymount, they can't buy a win right now. They are taking on the Airport in the Cayman Islands. This one sitting at Loyola minus 5.5. Give me the 5.5. Oh no. Actually, I'm laying it. LePepe. They're due. I feel like they're better than their record. What do you think?
Yeah, they're both kind of due. They both have lost 2 games in there. I guess this is the 7th place game. Let's go, Kelly LePepe. Let's go. 7th place.
The golf course of Binghamton is taking on fucking Sacred Heart in Fairfield, Connecticut. Sacred Heart won by 15 last year. Why is it a 3.5 point spread? I mean, I know it's last year, but still. I'll lay it with Sacred Heart. What are you doing here?
Golf court's been hot lately. I will. I'll take the points. Very convincing.
I love how this game, North Carolina or UNC Wilmington taking on App State. Hey, why didn't you just play a home and home? Instead, you're in Fort Myers, Florida at some credit union. But Wilmington's laying 3.5. We should lock this.
This is my one. Wilmington,
Let's go.
The Seahawks, baby.
Let's go.
I'm winning this one. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. What does Nick Cage do again in Gone in 60 Seconds? Let's go. Something like that. That's my Nick Cage. Terrible. Prairie View is catching 11.5 against Eastern Kentucky. I am locking up Prairie View plus 11.5 against Eastern Kentucky. I can't help myself. PV, baby. What are you doing here?
Does it worry you that it's kind of like a sell high moment that they've won 2 in a row?
100%. 100%.
Eastern Kentucky just lost to fucking Tennessee Martin. I'm going to lay the points, but I'm not going to lock Battle View. That is a lot.
Central Michigan's catching 6.5 against Stetson. Dude, Stetson looked like the second coming of, fucking, I don't know, 95 Rockets. Feel like they had Olajuwon, Drexler, Otis Thorpe is 94, right? I got to lay it with Stetson. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lay it as well. I mean, Central Michigan's won 2 in a row. We have to fade them here.
Yeah. Should we lock this?
Yes, let's go. Stetson.
The Hatters. Yes, shout out to Joe Flo talking about Vernon Maxwell. Vernon Maxwell, great follow on Twitter if he's still there. He shits on the racist Utah Jazz fans almost every day. It's a very fun watch. And also one of the best moments. See, everyone, the Malice at the Palace was 20 years ago. I feel like someone tweeted it. It was fantastic. But one of the best moments I thought was, I believe it was a Portland Trailblazer fan said some shit about Vernon Maxwell's mom. And he went up in the stands and he punched him right in the fucking face. And it was fantastic. It was like one of those moments. I think we should have a TV show like that. I've told you that before. But anyway, Vernon Maxwell. Yeah, that team was fantastic. They had a gigantic white dude that could hit threes named Matt Bullard. Anyone remember Matt Bullard? Morgan State is taking on Radford. Morgan State's catching 13.5.
In Cancun.
Radford and Cancun. They're prepped for that shit though, in a way. They drink their ass off at Radford, but I don't know if they don't have that much scattered ass going through Radford. Give me Morgan State plus the points. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lay it. I think Radford coming off back-to-back losses, bounce back spot here. I think they're going to put it on them, but I'm not locking it. This is a big number.
Texas State's catching 3.5 against McNeese. What island is this on? No, this is in Ruston. This is
in Ruston, Louisiana.
Wait, but Ruston, Louisiana is where La Tech is. That's not where McNeese. So they're okay. I feel like we should probably lock up McNeese.
Did you say Texas State is favored?
No, McNeese is favored by 3.5.
Yeah, I'm still going to lock it. I think McNeese is a much better team. Let's go.
Lay the 3.5 with the Cowboys. Let's go. Oakland and Marshall. I need a line. Oakland, Marshall. I see it actually. I'm sorry. Marshall minus 1.5 against Oakland. I'll take Oakland. They've been playing better. I don't know. Marshall looked all right though. What are you doing here?
Yeah, both these two teams are decent. I'll go Oakland. They're hard to prepare for on short rest with that zone.
Louisiana, Buffalo. I need this one. What is this line here?
Give me Buffalo, whatever it is.
Louisiana's laying 7.5.
Oh, this fucking reeks. They're terrible.
We've got to do it. System play. Raging Cajuns minus 7.5. Let's go. Let's go. Jump in. Jump in, buddy. What are you doing?
I cannot lay that with Louisiana. I'll root for you here.
Syracuse, Gonzaga. Gonzaga's laying 12.5. Give me the Qs and the points. What are you doing here?
I got a lock here. I'm going to lock up the Zags. Bounce back here. I think they're going to drone by 20 plus. I was impressed today.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Zags. Chicago State's catching 5.5 against Northern Colorado. Oh man. Oh man.
Well, who the hell knows?
This is in Cancun as well.
Yeah.
Oh boy, give me Chicago State, but I'm not going to bet it. I want to bet it because I've made so much money off Chicago State last year, but this year I've eaten shit with Chicago State, so I can't. I'm off. What are you doing? What are you doing here?
Yeah, who knows what Chicago State's doing in Cancun? I'm going to lay it with Northern Colorado.
Northeastern's laying 4.5 against Georgia Southern. Lay it. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it with Northeastern too. They're the better team.
Yeah. Southern Utah, the Thunderbirds are catching 13.5 against La Tech in Ruston, Louisiana as well. They got a doubleheader there. 13.5. It's too much. Give me the Thunderbirds plus 13.5. What are you doing here?
Way too many points. I'm going to lock up Southern Utah. I think they're live here. This is way too many points. We're going to on the money line.
I'll join you. I think that line's off. I think it should be around 7 or 8. Let's go. Give me the Thunderbirds and the points.
3.
Triple lock it all around.
Oh, Thunderbirds.
Let's go. I mean, those Utah schools, with the exception of Valley. All right. Thunder, they're in Southern. They're by Zion. All right. They're not these artsy, fartsy, trying to do film festivals. They got Robert Redford eating fucking clam chowder in their restaurants. No, they're not doing that. All right. Where are we at here? Let's go.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will.
The Citadel is laying 1.5 against North Carolina Central.
The same line as today.
No. Central is better. Central's better. Give me Central. I'm not locking it though. What are you doing here?
1 point game either way. I am not locking this. So take the points.
Florida State, Colorado. Do we have a line on this one? Why don't I see a line on this one right now?
Ooh, I'm looking forward to this one.
Colorado's laying 6.5. Where the hell's where's my theme music?
This is a Dion Bowl here.
Kicks doing the Seminole rap. We are the Seminoles of Florida State. We know we're good. Some say we're great.
They might not win, but I think they can cover. High Point is taking on Illinois State. Where the fuck's the line here? I don't even see this one. Do you?
I don't either. No.
Illinois State's laying 1.5. I'll lay it, but I do think this could be a tricky game. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it too. Go back to the other one. I'm gonna lock up Florida State. I think that's a game. Too many points.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Seminoles. Drake is laying 1 against Akron. This game's awesome.
Ooh.
Where's this game? This is in Bahamas, right? Or Cayman Islands.
Yes.
You know what, man? Give me Akron. I think Akron's better right now.
They're both off a loss too. I think I like Akron more too. I'll ride with you.
Cancun, Mexico. JMU, Southern Illinois. JMU's laying 5.5. Why do I feel like this is a great money line spot for Southern Illinois?
Yeah, I'm going to lock up the Salukis here, man. This is a sell high. They're ranked.
Yeah, hold on.
They barely got by Radford. Now they're going down to Cancun. Yes.
Think about this. They barely get by Radford. They party that night because they're ranked and they just came back and won. College game day was there on Saturday. They're partying. I know they lost, but it doesn't matter. You're still fucking partying. Yeah. Then so it's a Saturday night. You're having a good time. Then, obviously 2 days later, you're in Cancun. Fuck out of here. Give me Southern Illinois. Let's lock this. Salukis, money line play, plus 175. Kennesaw State is heading to Greenville, North Carolina.
Staying there.
Laying 6.5. Lock it up, dude. They're gonna fucking drill Kennesaw. Lay the 6.5. What are you doing here?
This line kind of reeks. Give me the points. I'm not lock battling you though. Not with Kennesaw.
Rice is catching 5.5 against Indiana State. Indiana State. I mean, Rice has been weird, man. I'll lay it with Indiana State. What are you doing here?
I actually really like Rice here. I'm going to lock Rice. I think they're going to win this game outright. Let's go.
You're crazy.
I've been impressed with Rice.
Going with the Rice-A-Roni, the Houston, Texas treat.
I needed a little.
Sorry.
I needed a little push on the Owls there. I actually I made the line minus 1.5, but I've ate shit on them before with Harvard when I said wrong team favored. But I think the wrong team's favored here with Rice going up against Indiana State.
You know what this is, guys, right? Bieniek. There comes a point where you got to think about stuff. You know what I mean?
Lock battle us.
There comes a point. There comes a point.
Now we got a problem.
In one corner, Pick Dundee is riding with the and Rob Donaldson riding with the Sycamores. In the other corner, Mac and Noah with the Rice-A-Roni Houston treat.
Hoo-hoo.
Let's go. Okay. Next up, we jump over to UNLV laying 2 against Richmond. I'm on board with UNLV here. I could be talked into a lock with UNLV here. I think UNLV is decent. I think Richmond, I just can't trust them yet consistently. They played good today, but I'm kind of expecting regression tomorrow.
Richmond's hard to prepare for, though, on short rest with that fucked up Princeton offense. So
that's true.
I'll go Richmond. I could see this going either way. Flip of a coin for me.
I'm going to go UNLV, but I won't bet it. Army, Albany. Albany's laying 4.5. We should load up on Albany. I'm telling you, load up on Albany. Army sucks.
You want to lock battle this? Give me Army, baby. Wrong team favorite.
In one corner, pick Dundee's riding with the Great Danes. And the other, Moneyline Max, going with the Black Knights. Noah, can you get me the Lehigh Monmouth spread? Shout out to Tommy Lee with the $5 tip there, folks. That is a fucking great guy right there.
No problem finding that line for you here. Monmouth is catching 1.5. This is my favorite bet of the day. I like the Hawks against Lehigh.
This is a lock. This
Wrong
line is off.
Favored. Yeah.
Yes.
Lehigh's having trouble dealing with those preseason expectations.
Lehigh's been having trouble for 40 fucking years. Let's go. Right?
Me too.
Monmouth all day. Marist is catching 3.5 against New Hampshire. Nope. I'll lay the 3.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll lay it too.
The chat's also saying there's a -1 with Monmouth over at DK.
We just flipped it.
For what it's worth, I mean, it's +1.5 for both teams at some of the books. So shop that line around.
You can middle it.
Noah, why don't you stay here for a second? Noah, our producer, he resides in the great state of Michigan.
Oh.
Eastern Michigan is catching 2.5 against Detroit. Since you're our college basketball experience Michigan expert, I think we should lay the 2.5 with Detroit. But you're a little closer to things over there. What are you doing?
I am actually going to go Eastern Michigan here. For me, Eastern Michigan just beat Cleveland State. Like, that's more impressive than Ole Miss without a couple of pieces and then getting shit on by Ohio in the recent 2 games from Detroit. And I'm not sold on Cincinnati. They got destroyed, ran out of the building there. This Detroit team is not complete. We've already talked about it a couple of times on the show. They're waiting on a couple of waivers themselves. So I like Eastern Michigan here.
All right, you convinced me. Go Eagles. Mac, what are you doing here?
You convinced me too. Screaming Eagles.
Yeah, let's go.
There's a gross lock coming up here too, so get ready, chat.
Fran Dumfries catching 26.5 at Cameron Indoor Stadium against Duke.
Not this one.
Give me LaSalle the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, too many points. Duke takes the foot off the pedal.
Boston is taking on Davidson. BU is getting 14.5 points in John Belk Arena.
What Davidson just do? They lost to East
They
Tennessee
lost.
State.
I'll take Davidson.
I kind of feel like it's a smash spot.
No, but they don't drill teams, I feel like.
Because they're slow and white. Yeah, I'm still going to lay with Davidson.
All right, let's go. I'm not betting that game. The fucking Long Island Sharks are catching 12.5 against the Columbia fucking Lions. This Ivy League pussy shit. You think the fucking Sharks really deserve to be 12.5 point dogs with fucking former NBA greats like Rod Strickland? He was a fucking New York Knick back in the day when they had Bernard King and shit. I'm on the fucking Sharks plus the 12.5. I think we should fucking lock this fucking thing up. What do you think?
So we didn't do the recap on Saturday because you had college football. Remember when I locked up Maryland Eastern Shore fading the Ivy League school with the big win with Penn? Same handicap here. We are going to fade the big win for Columbia at Temple. Lock up the LIU Sharks here and sprinkle some on the money line. They're live in this game.
I went a couple.
Columbia.
No, you can't. I went a couple years back, and I have not found a Columbia win against a D1 opponent by 13 points. It just, I think it's like a rarity, like a rare extinct or like endangered species a 13-point Columbia win. That's what we're talking about here for the Lions.
LIU's
You know what
winning
that
this
means,
game.
folks?
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin.
He's talking about the fucking endangered species list. There's no fucking sharks on the fucking, because they're fucking natural predators. They go around the fucking ocean eating all this type of shit. You know what I mean? They're like my Uncle T at fucking Thanksgiving dinner.
Is Long Island capable enough of winning this game with Columbia coming off the Temple win?
Yes,
are they
100%.
capable?
100%.
This is
Maryland Eastern Shore just beat Penn off the Villanova win.
Because
the
this is your
fucking
money
Sharks
line,
are fucking live, and they got some bite to the fucking Sharks. You saw they covered against fucking UCLA. Where the fuck was John Wooden then? All right,
plus 700. I think this is your nice money line play of the day here.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. The fucking Sharks. You come swim with the fucking Sharks, and you win a bunch of money tomorrow, folks. Who doesn't like straight cash? All right, let's go.
By 20. Hey, Chad, don't let them win by 20 tomorrow. We'll be dancing on the moon.
Yeah. Prepare yourself for if the fucking Sharks get drilled tomorrow. This one fucking idiot thinks I'm an alcoholic with just a fucking Sapporo. Wait, if the fucking Sharks get blown out by 30, I'm gonna have 3 bottles of fucking vodka here, and God knows what. I'll be smoking dust. I'll do all this crazy shit. Anyway, let's go. All right. Anyway, South Carolina Upstate's catching 2.5 against Ball State. Upstate's going to win this game. I don't know. I like Ball State's coach, though. But
I like Ball State's good, too. And it's in Muncie.
Yeah, you're right. Give me Ball State. Give me Ball State.
Yeah, I'll go Ball State. Yeah.
UMBC's catching 19.5 against Maryland. I feel like we should probably bet Maryland, because is this the one they just fucking put it on them after
Maryland,
just
yeah.
We
Maryland
gotta
by
take 'em.
30 here.
Let's
Lock
go.
it up. This is the spot.
Take the Terps. Let's go.
Yeah, I thought this was. Go ahead.
I said, didn't UMBC just play like 3 games in 5 days too? And now they got to go to Maryland or College Park. So yeah, this is the smash spot.
EMU, you mean UMBC? UMBC.
What'd I say?
EMU, didn't you? Or am I crazy?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's same thing.
Yeah.
I was wondering if this would be like I was wanting Colby's opinion on this game, because it is a little bit of a little brother big brother matchup, but I got this one at -23 for Maryland. I think this is one where they bounce back. They played 3 tough opponents in a row. They had UAB, and then it was Davidson. Was that their second opponent there that they lost to?
Yeah.
And then they got blown out by Villanova. This is truly a bounce back spot.
Yeah. Shout out to Alfred44. He goes, I would take ABC store employees over the fucking Long Island Sharks. All right.
Wait till they beat Columbia tomorrow, baby.
You
It's gonna
just
be great.
wait. You just wait. All right, Alpha44. You wait till the fucking Sharks get a hold of you. All right. You got
fuck
that
those
asshole.
Ivy League guys up.
Yeah, Idaho State's getting 3.5 against Campbell. Campbell. We should lock Campbell. I think.
I kind of agree with you. I mean, you look at what Idaho State did. They've beaten Warner Pacific and Northwest, and then they've lost every other game. Campbell, on the other end, they've lost everybody too.
All right, stay away. But take Campbell. I feel like
it's
they're a
on
better
their home
team.
floor. Yeah.
Buies Creek, North Carolina. UAB is catching 1.5 against Middle Tennessee. This game is a conference. Wait, they're not conference foes anymore.
Former
conference foes. This is in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Good game.
This is a really good game. Give me UAB to get this done. What are you doing here?
I'll take UAB as well, even though they struggle away from home.
Middle Tennessee lost one of their best players the other day. Remember?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Middle Tennessee doesn't really lose at home. They lost their first game. I think they had like an 32 game home winning streak, and it was snapped their last home game here.
Who was the snap by?
What'd you say?
Who was the snap by?
Catamounts, baby.
Who was on that?
We were.
Who was on the game before?
TCE.
when they beat Stephen F. Austin, your boy Dundee. All right. On a night tonight when I'm losing my ass, I got to look back at all those wins. All right. Say, yeah, I remember those wins.
The point here is that last year when UAB visited Murfreesboro, it was 74-73 in overtime. Very close game.
I'm still taking UAB. Mac?
1 point game. 1 point game.
Yeah.
I think it comes right down the wire.
Do we have a line for Wright State Hofstra? Noah, if you can get that, or Stephen F. Austin, Utah State, I'd appreciate it. In the meantime, Alabama A&M is heading into the jungle. Take on Auburn. They lost by 29. No, they actually lost by 35 the last time they played. Whew. They're laying 30.5 though. Give me Alabama A&M. What are you doing here?
They have anybody on deck? Virginia Tech next week. I'll take the points.
Yeah, take the points here. Alcorn's catching 27.5 against TCU.
Ugh.
Give me the. I feel like TCU's played like 20 of these games.
They don't have it. They don't have a non-con tournament. They've played Southern, Nebraska, Omaha, Rio Grande, Mississippi Valley State. They play Alcorn. They got Houston Baptist next, and then they play all high majors after that. It's the weirdest schedule I've ever seen in my life. They go Georgetown, Clemson, Arizona State, and then they go ODU, and then it's Big 12 play. So they literally get all their cupcakes out of the way. It's weird.
I'll lay it, I guess. I'll lay it.
Yeah.
By the way, Stephen F. Austin, Utah State. Stephen F. Austin's laying 1. I think Utah State gets them. I will take the 1, and I think the Aggies get SFA, even though they've been a kind of a darling of mine. What are you doing here?
I really like Utah State. I think they're the better team. I'm going to lock them. Let's go.
Wright State is getting a point against Hofstra. Oh, I'm sorry. You locked that. My bad. Money line, Mac, locking up Utah State Aggies. Wright State's getting a point against Hofstra. What are you doing here?
Wrong team favorite. I'll lock up Wright State. No, talk me into it. I like it.
I'm not locking this, but I do like Wright State. Moneyline Max says, "Come ride with the Raiders." Is this?
I'm not locking it. I think they win the game, but they're only a 1 point dog. It wasn't that much of a bold call.
Win the game. I like it. They're gonna win.
They do bring. They have Trey Calvin back. I said it early in the show, but mention it one more time. There, their second 20-point per game guard. He's back.
Noah, can you get me the Tennessee Purdue line? In the meantime, Western Illinois is catching 2.5 against Valpo. I feel like we should take Valpo and lock it.
I feel like we should too, and it's absolutely filthy. But Valpo's actually been decent.
I'm locking this. Give me Valpo minus 2.5. Let's go. Let's go, Crusaders.
Yeah.
Texas Southern's getting 8.5 against Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts looked all right the other night.
Oh, I like this one.
Laying the 8.5? I'll take the points too. Give me Southern in the points. I'm not locking it. You?
I'm gonna lock it. I think they might win this game outright. I think that Texas Southern's a lot better than their record. Just like every other year, they finally get to play a non-high major team. This is when they pick off these teams. So I'm gonna be on Texas Southern. Sprinkle some on the money line. Let's go.
Money line, Mac riding with Texas Southern. Tennessee Purdue. Did we find that line? Is it right in front of me and I'm not looking? Purdue minus 2. I will lock up the Tennessee Volunteers. I think Tennessee's winning this tournament. What are you doing here, Mac?
You said Purdue's lane 2?
Yeah.
Wrong team favored. Give me Tennessee. They're really good in November, man.
Barnes in November. System plays. Fresno State's laying 4.5 against New Mexico State. You know I can't fade New Mexico State. Greatest program of them all. They got commitment. Their coaches have your back. They'll even take a murder weapon on the road with them and hide it in a fucking hotel room for you. That's the type of place I want to go play at. If I had a son, which I hopefully, if all goes well, will, I'm going to tell him, son, if you keep making those free throws, We're gonna go to New Mexico State, baby. All right. What are you doing here?
A little dust up there, and then Cam Kerr will put you on the fucking graphic.
Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, I will. I'll take New Mexico State. Those are our guys, but no, I am not locking them.
I'm just saying, if you dive into the history of college basketball, there's a lot of scumbag fucking coaches. You know what I mean?
Rick Pitino.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's a lot that like will tell you one thing and then go. Remember that Baylor coach that was basically like trying to make one of his players, Dave Bliss, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Tried to like wrap a murder on one of his players. Just a true piece of shit. So to me, when you find a team and a program that will basically help you be in a way kind of an accomplice in the murder. One's loyal, one's not. It's pretty easy to see. New Mexico State, they're doing it right down there. Pepperdine was on the flight with with Stacking the Money Green today. I got several texts saying Pepperdine's on the flight with me. I'm sitting next to them, and they're not very confident about beating UC Irvine. They're getting 7.5 though. This is in Vegas.
Yeah.
Give me the 7.5. Irvine will win. Give me the 7.5. What are you doing here?
I think I agree with Sean. I'll lay it. Irvine's good.
Riverside. UC Riverside laying 6.5 against Green Bay. Give me Green Bay in the points. UCR is not that. Actually, this should be a lock. We should lock this.
They just won though. Can they win back to back or keep? Is this a spot where they get drilled?
Riverside's ass this year, though, dude. They're ass. I've watched them.
I want to be on Riverside. I can't go Green Bay back to back.
I'm taking Green Bay. By the way, Rob, I already know it is a boy plus 100. I do have a son, in the works. So, God willing, everything goes good. Maybe one day he'll be, watching a game at New Mexico State.
Iowa Hawkeye.
Yeah,
on special teams.
Arkansas Pine Bluff is getting 16.5 against Minnesota.
Is Noah locking this?
No, we need to go back. We need to lock this up again. 16.5. Come on. Let's put out an APB on APB.
I like it. I'll join you. Too many points for Minnesota to lay.
Let's go, Golden Lions. Yes. No, I'm not talking about the only Chinese restaurant in Minneapolis. I'm talking about the Arkansas Pine Bluffs. All right, let's go. I need the line for Siena, Milwaukee, Lemoyne, Cal State Northridge, and Kansas Marquette. Need those 3 lines. So Milwaukee's laying 9 against Siena. I can't believe I'm saying this. You ready for this?
Wait,
you ready for this?
Again? They're laying 9?
I'm locking it up. Let's go. Let's go. Panther Pride. Panther Pride. What are you doing here?
Wait, so you're locking Northridge?
No. Oh. Milwaukee's laying 9 against Siena.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking Northridge and Milwaukee. I'll take Milwaukee, but they burned me today. I'm staying away.
Oh, I got burned really bad today by Milwaukee, but I'm going back, baby. A little Pitino magic going on there. Lemoyne and Northridge. Do we have Lemoyne's catching 13.5?
Oh, no. Too many.
Dude, they got drilled by Santa Barbara. They got fucking drilled. I'll take Lemoyne. I ain't locking it. You're locking it?
I am. That's way too many points. Bring some on the money line.
Money line Max said, ride with the Dolphins of Lemoyne. He's the one that always brings up going around the world. I feel like Lemoyne has been everywhere. They were in D.C., taking on Georgetown. They were in Philly. They were in fucking San Diego. They're in Santa Barbara.
They almost beat San Diego.
Lemoyne has had 2 different West Coast trip stints. They went back and then they came out again.
Hilarious. Anything for that check,
baby.
What's the Kansas Marquette number? Do we have that out yet?
Let me guess. 3.5.
Wait a second. I do like this idea. Where are we at here?
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
You know what that means, folks? I think we do this. The fucking Long Island Sharks and the Lemoyne Dolphins. TCE parlay. You want to fucking swim with the Sharks and the Dolphins? I think we should fucking have a little Oceanica parlay. All right? You in?
Oh yeah, I'm plugging it in on Bet365 right now. If you want to go money line, because what is it, plus 700 and plus 750? You can really make some bank here with the Sharks and Dolphins.
What are we doing here? We got the fucking Sharks, Lemoyne. I know it sounds like a fucking mayonnaise or something, but don't worry. The fucking Dolphins are gonna go out there to the Valley. You been to the Valley? They're only shooting pornos out there in the fucking Valley of Los Angeles. I think we parlay both of them. We go deep sea diving in the ocean with those fucking creatures, and we win.
I'm in. Let's go. Let's go deep diving. I can't.
Folks, let's go. Parlaying. Let's ride. This is a great play. It's a great play. Final game of the night. The Toledo Rockets. Toledo. Where's this game at? This is in like Cancun, right? Where the fuck is this? Henderson, the Dollar Loan Center. All right. Toledo, New Mexico. New Mexico's laying 2.5. I will lock up New Mexico minus 2.5. I kind of love this play. What do you make of this one, Mac?
Yeah, it's in Vegas. Toledo coming off an impressive win at Wright State, but I like New Mexico in Vegas. I think they'll have the home crowd. I'll ride with you. Let's go Lobos.
That's what I'm saying. New Mexico, look, Pitino's, they know about prostitution rings. They're going to Vegas, the home of prostitution. I'm still talking in my New York. But you know what I mean. Look, they know about these. There's a lot of diners in Vegas. It's a good opportunity to jump on New Mexico minus 2.5 because they feel at home. Noah, I see you're here.
Yeah, no line yet out on Kansas and Marquette. No opening line yet.
3.
Ken Palm's got this thing at 3, and Torvik has it at 3.5. So if there is a 3 out there, that seems about right.
I'll take Kansas. Unfortunately, Mac,
I'm gonna lock up Kansas.
Yeah,
they just played in a back and forth comeback.
They played fucking Chaminade. Give me Kansas minus 3. Lock it up, folks.
I'm right there with you. Triple lock this thing. I think Hunter Dickinson, I hated on him facing Chaminade. Now we get a Marquette game. I still think he's going to eat. I think he's much more physical, big, down low than Oso Iguodaro and Joplin. So I think he's going to eat their lunch tomorrow. Give me Kansas.
Kansas minus 3 is the play.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever.
All right, folks, that's our fucking show. No, our locks. My locks, at least. Lock it up, UNC Wilmington minus 2.5 against App State. Lock it up, Prairie View. Lock it up, Stetson. Those are 3 that I like. Moving along, we're locking up McNeese State. I'm also locking up Louisiana system play. After that, I am locking up Southern Utah. Come ride with the Thunderbirds in Ruston, Louisiana. After that, I am locking up Southern Illinois. This is also a money line play. The Salukis are barking. I am also locking up the East Carolina Pirates because they're the greatest team in all the land. I am also in a lock battle with Indiana State against Rice. I am on the Sycamores. Let's go. I'm also locking up Monmouth. I am also in a lock battle with the Albany Great Danes taking care of the Black Knights of Army. I also am going to be betting the fucking Long Island Sharks. Part of my fucking parlay with the Dolphins. Lemoyne. I am betting Lemoyne now with the points against CSUN. I might go to this game. I should go to this game. I'll fucking dress as a dolphin. Let's go. Besides that, what else what else am I on here? I am on Kansas -3 against Marquette, New Mexico, and Arkansas Pine Bluff, and Milwaukee. This is a beautiful slate. I don't have to do as much work tomorrow. Still got to do a little work, but not as much. Going to be able to kick back, watch more than I did today. These Mondays are killing me. Mac, fire away with your locks.
Yeah, we're going to right the ship on these afternoon games. So let's go Wilmington. Lay the points here against App State. We're laying the points of Stetson against Central Michigan. All those dogs won today, so it flips over to the favorites tomorrow. So there's 2 right there. McNeese, we're taking them over Texas State. Lay the points. Zags, lay the big number against Syracuse. Bounce back. Southern Utah, I think, is live in Ruston, Louisiana, against Louisiana Tech. I'm on the Seminoles. I think that they have a chance to beat Colorado tomorrow in that final over there. Southern Illinois, fade spot of JMU and all the hype. I love JMU, but this is a bad spot. Take the Saluki, sprinkle some on the money line in Cancun. Lock battles here. I got Rice over Indiana State, and I got Army over my Great Danes of Albany. We're all on Monmouth over Lehigh. That was an interesting number. Wrong team favored. Long Island Sharks, baby, over Columbia. Sprinkle some on the money line, man. They're going to win this game. Maryland, smash spot off these embarrassing losses against little brother UMBC. Utah State over Stephen F. in that final. Wright State over Hofstra. I like that spot. Valpo over Western Illinois. Texas Southern. I think they're a live dog against Oral Roberts. I'll take that. Tennessee over Purdue. Rick Barnes is automatic in November. Pine Bluff. I think they're live at Minnesota. We all do. So sprinkle some on the money line. Lemoyne, baby. Let's go. The Dolphins over Northridge. Colby, you might be at that game to cash our parlay. Give me New Mexico and Vegas over Toledo and Rock Chalk. I think it's a bad spot for Marquette after the emotional win. I'll take the depth and length of Kansas to wear down the Marquette Golden Eagles. Bill Self always owns Shaka Smart. Rock Chalk gets done tomorrow night.
I like it. Noah, fire away with his locks, buddy.
Southern Utah plus 13.5 against Louisiana Tech. Then in a lock battle with Colby, give me Rice plus 5.5 against Indiana State. I think wrong team is favored there, but I didn't say sprinkle the money line. I think they can win that game. So Monmouth plus 1.5 against Lehigh, coming off the letdown spot off of a win against Temple. Then Long Island plus 13.5 against Columbia. Sprinkle some on that money line plus 700 to have some fun there. Maryland minus 19 against UMBC. This is just a bounce back spot after 3 tough matchups for Maryland. And then Kansas minus 3 against Marquette.
Boom, right there. And shout out to Jason Eakins, who says, is there a weekday college football show? Yes, tomorrow at around 5 Pacific, maybe 5:30 Pacific. We will have our college football show rolling. Shout out to the whole chat. Even that fucking idiot. All right, whatever. All right. Whatever. You know, he said some weird stuff. I'm a bit confused. So wait. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, still perplexed by one of those lines that was dropped. Didn't make a lot of sense, but so does when I look out there, when Dundee looks out there at the world, nothing makes fucking sense. So besides that fucking Long Island Sharks Lemoyne parlay, let's go, folks. We'll be back tomorrow talking college hoops too. And appreciate all you guys. Once again, shout out to anyone that donated to, and just anyone, even if you can't donate, it's all good. It's all good. If you're in the chat, we appreciate you. And yeah, look, you're gonna have losing days. Anyone's a fucking idiot. If you're just sitting there and you lost a bunch of money because of one fucking losing day, whatever. All right, whatever. They don't understand the fucking thing. All right, so. Folks, appreciate you tuning in. Subscribe, youtube.com/The College Experience. That's the hub for all of our shows. Mac hosts the Big 12 College Experience. Highly recommend that. Him and his buddies, they kick ass at that. So check out that. Give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. He also has another podcast called The Ride and Rush Show, which is cool. Noah, behind the scenes, doing great work. He is the host of the College Baseball Experience with myself. And also, you can find him on Twitter at NoahB77_. Give him a follow. And yeah, he's good. He's good at what he does. He's just, occasionally he will lock up Mississippi Valley State. We bust his balls, but he's good. He's good. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. All right. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. Follow away, and I also host the FCS College Football Experience, the College Football Experience, and some other ones. But all those ones come together on YouTube on the College Experience show. So youtube.com/the College Experience. Subscribe. Also follow away on Twitter, X, whatever the fuck. If you can, hop on over to iTunes, give us a 5-star review. I fully expect a 1-star review saying alcoholics. Okay. I honestly, if I'm telling the truth, 5 stars. I definitely take it as a compliment. But 5 stars are awesome. They really help us on iTunes. Sponsors look at them. But between me and you, the 1 stars are fucking great. I mean, they fucking make me laugh. Anyway, folks, have a wonderful night. And look, we'll be back tomorrow. All right. Thank you, world. And tomorrow, look, revenge is on the mind. All right. Our fucking parlay is going to smash. Until next time, folks, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins. Over my head, watching hair as it thins. Over the ledge, it ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win-win, lose or draw. You ain't prepared unless you all ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a brighter day. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's like I won the lottery and can't be found. Until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit. And I ain't 45 king. But on the beats, I've been doing my thing. I start the program and the doorbell ring. I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons, and still they work. I guess the sand on the beach still was really dirt. Now I'm going home, flying over Rome at 30,000 feet. Like, damn, is that really Earth? I see the killers work on walls, familiar turf. Got a little school in graph, 101 was first. Got a little school in math, didn't really work. But put the numbers on the block and I make them hurt. Any block is my stomping ground where my people lay low so they can't be found. They don't wanna be, ain't from the crew, but I'm honorary. Liquid, solar sad, psycho harmony, type of armory.